let's get into main topic number 1. And our first main topic today gets submitted to us by Brent G. And Brent G writes, did you see Karen Gillan said herself on her own Instagram that she will be appearing in Thor 4? How huge of a role do you think Guardians of the Galaxy will play in this upcoming Thor movie now that we know this new information? All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, this was actually kind of exciting. Karen Gillan, who of course plays Nebula in Guardians of the Galaxy and in the MCU, she's also of course in the Jumanji movies with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Hart, and she's fabulous. She's also apparently going to be doing she's going to be the main star of a Pirates of the Caribbean spinoff movie as well. So she's got a lot of stuff going on right now, which is, great for her. Look, what we've known for sure already is that Chris Pratt as Star-Lord is going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder. We've known that already for a while. We've known that Vin Diesel will be appearing probably as the voice of Groot because he's confirmed that himself. And he also said there might be 1 or 2 other Guardians of the Galaxy in this as well. Well, it looks like one of those is definitely going to be Karen Gillan, because here's what she said herself. She put this out on Instagram, and in the video she said this. The Scottish actor, this comes to us from Digital Spy, the Scottish actor whose character Nebula was introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe back in 2014, recently revealed on social media that she had touched down in Sydney. That just so happens to be where they're shooting Thor: Love and Thunder. Anyway, touched down in Sydney, Australia. One fan wrote in suggesting that Gillan was wearing a wig in preparation for a role, to which she tellingly replied, "I'm not wearing a wig. This is the real deal. This is my hair. I cut it the other day in preparation for Nebula so that we don't have to get so much hair into the bald cap because I have so much hair. It's unbelievable. It's just so thick." Now, whether or not she just intentionally there spilled the beans is up, but I mean, it's clear. She's gone over to Australia. She's cutting her hair in preparation for Nebula. James Gunn is not ready to start shooting Guardians of the Galaxy 3 quite yet, so we know it's not for that. So it's pretty clear here, although she didn't directly say, I am doing this for Thor: Love and Thunder, it's pretty clear what's happening, so we're seeing her in there. Rob, Nebula went from being a minor secondary character in Guardians of the Galaxy and in the MCU as a whole, but in Endgame, they really elevated that character and used her. And I mean, some people say that Nebula is kind of like the MVP, maybe. A lot of people thought she was like one of the highlight characters, if not the highlight character in Endgame. They really elevated that character a lot, and a lot of people got on board with the character on that point. And by the way, Glenmore sends in a super chat badge in the live chat. Thank you, Glenmore. And so it's not really surprising now at this point that we see her kind of making her way back and appearing in another prominent film in Thor: Love and Thunder. Listen, I love her. I think she's great. I've grown to really like this character a lot. They've done a lot to develop her over the films that she's appeared in. So to me, this is good news. Keep bringing more and more goodness into Thor: Love and Thunder. I love it. Rob, you hear about this. What are your thoughts?
Well, she's dreamy. I love her. And I like Nebula too. But no, and Nebula, great hot toy. I think that this is fantastic news. The more that she gets to do, the better off I think that anything is. So bring her on. I think, look, I was hoping that the next movie would be called, Thor and the Asgardians of the Galaxy or something. But, I'm glad to see that you have to acknowledge the fact that Thor took off with them, and I loved it. So bring them on. I want to see all the Guardians, but maybe Nebula, is going to go along for the ride. I'd love to see Thor and Nebula team up to go do something. I think it'd be great.
Do you think there is any danger possibly of, obviously Chris Pratt's going to be there. We're going to have Groot. Now we know Nebula's going to be there. Do you think they're running the risk of this being looked at more as a Guardians of the Galaxy movie if you're bringing this many in, or do you think they're going to balance that out no problem?
No, I think that it'll just be kind of at the beginning, and they'll part ways. They've got to make a joke about how Thor got, Thor and Star-Lord got back into shape together or something, and that's why Chris Hemsworth has got the bod back. They've got to do that, or maybe they could open it the way they opened Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where they're on some big mission, and they stop that crazy monster in the beginning.
Right.
I mean, I would love to see Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy, like, they're off. Somehow they've been called upon to save some, I don't know. And there's some awesome, like the beginning of Ragnarok when you had Surtur and the whole scene with Thor and Surtur, it'd be great to see the Guardians and Thor like do something together, some big job. Maybe they pull a heist. I don't know, but and that would be it. Like Thor and the Guardians would part ways then.
And by the way,
to see something like that.
This is on top of the news that came out the other day that Matt Damon is apparently going to be in Thor: Love and Thunder as well. Will he play just a minor little cameo like he did in the other Thor movie, or will he actually have a real role in this one? We'll have to see.
He's part of a traveling company of players that put on plays across the galaxy about what Asgard used to be like.
Wouldn't that be funny? All right, guys, question is, what do you think about this news that we are, it looks like, going to be getting Nebula in Thor: Love and Thunder? I think this sounds great. I've got all the faith in the world that Taika Waititi is going to know how to balance these characters out. Question is, though, what do you guys think about that? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.